How do you start an interior design business and make $96,000 a year? Hi, my name's Nate Jones. I run this channel, make videos on businesses, how to start them, should you start them, and entrepreneurship. If you get value out of this video, hit like and subscribe. Okay, so interior design is essentially a consulting type business. Homeowners or commercial clients have space and they don't know a way to design it in their type of aesthetic. This is how I am. I'm very stale. I would love to hire an interior designer to design this back wall here, to design kind of our living room, our bathrooms. Basically, they're able to design things that look so appealing that we could not imagine. So interior design is a huge need for people who want to remodel their houses. And there's a huge need for this right now because a lot of people can't afford to sell their house and upgrade a house. So they're spending that money upgrading their current house, maybe knocking out some walls, making it more open, taking an older house, especially on remodels, people that are buying older houses, turning them into a rental or doing flips. You know, having an interior designer design something will help you sell that house faster, and it will actually help your aesthetic of the house for a rental tenant help you too. But just for people who are looking to turn a space into a nice part in their house, they need some help doing it. So how much can we actually make doing this? I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm going to talk through the costs, which I love this business because there's not that many costs associated with running this business. So let's go through this. A website, you're going to need a website. You're going to need some samples. And when I say samples, you might need some flooring samples, maybe a portfolio with kind of things that you've done before, just different samples of maybe some drapes, some wall color, a sample guide. So when you sit down with somebody and you have a consultant kind of project, you're going to need some software. You're going to have some software to show them some renderings of what you're hoping for. So you can take a picture of the blank room and then add in the software will actually depict what the room's going to look like after you design it for them. So giving them that finalized kind of brochure of what it's going to be after they've paid you. And I think that's something that you're going to really need. So that does cost a little bit of money. I would say that's going to be around $2,000 a year for all that, and for a website, software, and some samples. Okay, so let's get into how much we can make. And when I was trying to break down how much we can make, I was really breaking it down per project. Okay, so for a bathroom remodel, how should we design this? What should we use? What color of tiles should we use? How should we design the mirror, the vanity? What can we do here? That's going to be about $1,000 to design that, which is a pretty nice area of interior design because a lot of people are trying to remodel their bathrooms because they don't have tile showers. So $1,000 to basically create an entire bathroom that looks aesthetically pleasing is about $1,000. And I would suggest that you probably charge per project, not per hour on this. Just because I feel like people would rather pay per project than pay per hour because then they don't know how much you're actually working on it, and there's a little bit of a trust factor there. I would rather say, hey, $1,000, I'll design a bathroom for you. For a living room, I'm thinking about $500 you can charge. For a kitchen, it's about $1,500 because kitchen remodels require usually taking out cabinets and redesigning those cabinets. And for a bedroom, it's going to be about $500 in which you can charge. The big opportunity that I see in this business is not only the interior design and showing them, giving them a plan of action of, hey, here's what we're going to do for your bathroom remodel, and then referring them to a general contractor or basically providing that rendering to a general contractor and having them follow through with that information. I think the opportunity in this is you potentially being the general contractor. So not only do you charge for the design, but you also charge for the bathroom, right? A bathroom remodel can be 15 to 20 grand. You know, if you have contractors that you trust and you can show them how to basically follow through with what you're presenting to your client, you can actually subcontract out that entire job. So if you charge 15 grand, you find contractors to do it for $11,000 and you charge your $1,000 fee, you're making $4 or $5 grand for that one bathroom as opposed to just making $1,000 just designing it. there is money in being the general contractor. That does require a little bit more of your time, but I really do think if you can add that in here, I haven't included this in our calculation, but I do think that if you can add in some general contracting, you can really scale this up to $500,000 in revenue very easily. So let's get into how much we can make per month. And this is, I basically did per project, right? Like what I just explained here. We have 2 kitchens per month, 3 bathrooms a month, 3 bedrooms, and most of these are going to be master bathrooms, right? So we have 2 kitchens, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 3 living rooms. That total is going to be $8,000 a month. Okay, so that is a lot of action, but I'm going to get into the sales side of how you can generate leads for your interior design business in a second, but let's go through this revenue. So $8,000 a month puts us at $96,000 a year. Our expenses were $2,000, so that's $94,000 a year profit. I love this business because it's so profitable. Consultancy businesses like these are always going to be profitable because you really don't need that much overhead. Now, you could have an office. It would probably help with the sales side, but at the beginning, I don't think you really need one. And especially in 2023, you could probably go without an office. Now, if you can produce $96,000, the nice thing about consultancy businesses is if you can replace yourself, in a sense, have a twin of yourself. You hire an employee, you pay them a salary of $50,000. If they can go out and produce the same $96,000, you're going to profit $46,000 off of hiring that employee. So you have your $46,000 profit off that employee plus your $94,000 that you've been doing, that you basically redid that whole year. That would put you at a profit of that year at $140,000. The reason I like this business is because you can continue to add employees, and as long as you're able to scale the same way that you did this first year, that $8,000 a month, your employee cost is only going to be 50% of the upside of what they should be able to bring in, which is really good because it allows you to grow your company with additional people. Okay, so let's talk through how this business can fail and how you can actually get leads and get people that are interested in using you for your interior design. So, one way this can fail is that you don't get any sales. Nobody calls you, nobody asks you for your advice on interior design. Okay, great. So we don't get any sales. Why did we not get any sales? Well, number one, we didn't network. In this business, interior design, you're going to want to network with custom home builders. You're going to want to network with, even everyday home builders, because a lot of people are buying a custom built home and they have a lot of money and they want to find a way to make it look more like home. Okay, so custom home builders, networking with those people, networking with home builders, networking with contractors, because a lot of contractors, they want to do bathroom remodels, but they may not be the best at designing it. Kitchen countertop companies, countertop manufacturers locally in your community, any sort of home remodeling contractor, everyday handyman contractors, networking with those people. So when they're out there with the homeowner that you don't know, and they say, I've really wanted to remodel our kitchen. Oh, well, you should call Jake. He's a great interior designer. You should call Steve or whatever, or Katie, whatever it is, as an interior designer, you need to call that person because they're great at what they do. Okay. And you also need to have a portfolio. You need to have a portfolio, probably a hard copy in which you can give to people and show them the work that you do, the work that you can do, and what your feel is and what your aesthetic is. You need to have social media. Social media, be posting about interior design, posting about renderings that you did, just sampling things out. Posting reviews that you did with current clients so people know what you're doing, having a website showing your work, having an aesthetic website with the feel of the design that you do is huge. Having a website that shows up locally in SEO, which that means, hey, when people search interior design companies in your hometown, you better show up on Google on the top page because you've put SEO in that website. If you want to learn more about SEO, just Google it or reach out to me. I built a business with SEO on my website. We've ranked it and we're really good at it. Be happy to point you in the right direction of who can help you. Okay, so another way this business can fail is that your quality's bad. That means you're just not good at interior design. This means you didn't do enough research, you didn't do enough education, take classes, maybe pay for a course of how to do interior design. There's tons of people out there that want to teach you that. Look on YouTube, dive in deep to this so you can understand what you're doing. So, offer your service for free at the beginning. If you're just wanting to get experience and figure out how it works. Hey, can I design your kitchen? If you're wanting to remodel, can I just design it for you? I want to do it for free. You do that enough times, you get the experience, you understand how to do it, and then you'll be able to charge for it because you know what you're doing. Another thing is you have bad service. And in the contracting space and the remodeling space, so many people get upset because you say, okay, we're going to remodel your kitchen, take your money, and then it takes weeks and weeks and weeks till things have moved forward. You're going to want to make sure that you hop on things quickly, that you're on things, you're providing communication, because if there's a miscommunication with the homeowner and you, and they feel like they're being cheated because it's not really coming out the way they want, you're going to want to streamline that communication, stay in touch with them, keep showing up at that project as it's getting completed, and be that person on their side so they feel like they're getting what they're asking for. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, if you've done all those things and you have a plan of action for the sales, you have a plan of action of how you can get great at this, and you understand the importance of service, you need to legal up. You need to create an LLC. An LLC is some completely separate entity from you, and it protects you from the potential negligence of your business, depending on your laws and states of regulations of your state. Please check them out. But having an LLC is something that you want to have to limit your liability personally. Okay. You also want to buy insurance. You want to buy insurance because things happen, and somebody could get hurt while you're on site somewhere. Maybe you're drawn into a lawsuit for some reason. Insurance is for the unforeseen, unlikely events that happen that provide financial assistance to help you get out of those situations. Okay, so we want to make sure we get insurance, and we want to make sure that we also have a client contract. So we want to have a contract with every client outlining what you're going to be doing, the services, and how you're holding yourself harmless against certain situations. And you want to hold yourself accountable, and you also want to hold your clients accountable in the event that something goes south. So you need to have that contract, because if something goes south, the only thing that's going to be looked at court is there a contract? And if there isn't a contract, it's all who said what. So we want to make sure that we have things clear, so in the event of something happening, we have a map of how to navigate those troubled times, okay? So commit to this. If you have a knack for interior design and you want to get paid for it, I believe you could, okay? I believe you can make great money in this business, especially you see some of the highest performing interior designers, Chip and Joanna Gaines. There's another lady that I see her set up at Target all the time. I mean, this is the future. You can create an interior design influencer where people are really seeking you out, and they don't even have to be in your local spot anymore. It used to be, hey, interior designer in your local town. I feel like now you could fly out and basically be an interior designer for anybody. There is millions and millions of homes, millions and millions of commercial properties out there. If you can get your name out there, and you can get paid a lot more than what I've outlined if you become the known interior designer in your industry. So hopefully this helps. If you got value, hit like and subscribe. Thanks.